Hello, everyone. Welcome to our today's webinar. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Rosita. I'm Product Marketing Manager at Fundraise Up. And today we have a very special expert, Kasim. He's Principal Pre-Sales Engineer at Fundraise Up as well. And he had helped numerous of Muslim and non-Muslim nonprofits to set up their campaigns. Hi, Kasim.
Hello and alaikum to everyone. It's nice to see you all here.
Okay, great. So, our today's session is dedicated to Ramadan and how you can prepare for your fundraising campaigns during this time. So, as Ramadan is the most generous time of the year for most Muslim donors, it's super crucial for you to provide donors with frictionless donor experience. And that's what we hope to help you with today and walk you through step by step on how you can build efficient campaign. And also, we'll be sharing some exclusive preview of our newest and coming soon features that will be soon launching that we built specifically for Ramadan. Just a few housekeeping items before we begin. At the right side of your screen, if you're joining us from the desktop, you can see the chat. Please feel free to use it. And actually, let's test this straight away. Please share with us your name, your organization, where you're joining us from. We'd love to learn more about you. And also, you can see the questions tab. This is specifically for questions, so they won't get lost in the chat. So if you have any, please feel free to drop them there. We'll be answering them as we go, and we'll also have some dedicated time for them at the end of the webinar. Of course, we'll send you the webinar recording after that with all of the helpful resources that will be mentioned today, including this presentation. All right. So first of all, we wanted to share some of the numbers we saw last Ramadan. They are pretty impressive, and this is just to give you an idea of the performance within the industry, just some numbers to compare with. Overall, we saw a very high conversion rate. We saw $252 as average one-time gift amount, which is way higher than average throughout the year amount. What's also interesting is that 50% of all donations were made from mobile, and that shows us just how essential is to optimize the giving experience for mobile users. We also saw 70% of recurring donors remain active. So again, that's just another indication of how important is this for your donation form to be optimized for recurring donors. Okay, so the goal of this webinar is to help you prepare for your Ramadan fundraising campaigns, but we're very interested in how do you feel you are prepared right now. So please feel free to drop in the chat how you prepare on a scale from 1 to 5. We'll be very interested to know that. And while you do that, I'll hand this over to Kasim, who will be walking us through the demonstration.
Okay, thank you, Rosita. Looking forward to seeing the chat as well. I'm hoping many of you have already started your Ramadan planning, and I'm excited to share what we have built here at Fundraise Up and what's upcoming as well. So I'm going to share my screen here and showcase a couple of things that have already been released and some things that will be coming soon as well later on. Hopefully this works again. Just sharing my screen here and I'll move my face away. What you're seeing on screen here is a demo website that we've created specifically for Ramadan giving called Crescent Aid Worldwide, which is a fictional nonprofit. And what you're seeing on screen is a variety of Fundraise Up elements right off the bat. On the left-hand side here, you're seeing our sticky button. And if I continue to scroll, you're going to see that it follows me around. On the top right, we have our main donate button. And then on the bottom right, you're seeing a reminder badge, which allows for donors who exit out of the giving experience to re-engage with that experience as well. As I scroll down further, you're going to see other CTAs that are available in Fundraise Up. We're going to go through a few of them. The first one we're going to go through is a daily giving. And so if I click on giving daily Sadaqah here, what you're going to see is our checkout modal opens up. This is our modal experience that many of you are familiar with, and you have the ability to donate on a daily basis, and you can end the donation at a specific point in time. Right now, we have it set to March 31st. One thing that we are going to be presenting later and going to be releasing soon is the ability to set the start date for the daily giving as well. Last year, we released the end date. We heard a lot of feedback from organizations as well as internally as well. And so we're going to add the start date, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more as well. Individuals are then able to make a donation very simply by just going through the donation flow, putting in the necessary information, and then making their payment very quickly. Now, while I'm going through this payment very quickly, what you're seeing is Fundraise Up's AI in action. I'm on Google Chrome right now, so you're seeing Google Pay show up. We're on a test device, so you're seeing our test credit card. This testing mode is available for all Fundraise Up users, so you can test all of your campaigns before they go live as well. And our AI is at play all the time. Here it's asking me to cover the cost and pre-selecting that. I can select that, I can unselect it, and that is how easy it is to make a donation. I'm going to click on donate. I'm going to see a green checkbox, and the donation has now been complete, and then I can share it with my family and friends. Ramadan is all about giving and all about um, getting those additional rewards for giving. And we make it easy for individuals who are on mobile, on their desktop, whatever time of day it is, whether it's waking up early for suhoor and then making a donation, or after Tarawih prayers, making it as fast as possible and as frictionless as possible to make those donations. A couple of other giving experiences that I want to showcase are our benefits functionality. This is a fairly new release that we have that I'm really excited about. As I scroll down here, you're going to see other Fundraise Up elements. You're going to see our donate group here with a variety of donate groups, but we're going to scroll down a bit further to our donation form element. And for those of you who are familiar with the donation form element, you will see additional items here, particularly our benefits. So you are now able to provide benefits or premiums to individuals who want to make a specific gift. I want to get a box of dates with my donation here. I can click on donate here, and then I'm taken to a page where I can then fill out my information. At the top, it shows that I want a box of dates. If I go back, I can then select additional items here as well. I'm going to change that to getting a lamp instead. I can view the details here. I can take a look at how long shipping will take and see a picture of it. Then I'm going to hit donate and then go through that same donation flow. This allows for donors to have a physical embodiment of that gift, whether it be a premium. You can also dedicate this donation to a specific individual. You'll see here, I can enter an address. So this is particularly good if you're trying to gift a gift to someone. Many Eid gifts in the past that I've received have been donations to organizations that I believe in or that someone believes in as well. This is adding that extra element there where I can receive, let's say, a lamp from an organization as well as a donation, which would be a very nice touch as well. So I can add addresses here. Also, you're able to see the autocomplete here as well. So if I click there and then hit continue, I can then go through and make that donation once again and put in the correct information. I'm going to go back and not complete this donation to showcase one final donation, which is our multi-designation. Many individuals have asked for the ability to have to make donations or multiple donations in a single donation flow as well. And we've provided that through our multi-designation experience. Let's say I wanted to give to iftar meals campaign right over here. I can click into this and I can then select the designation for the iftar meals. I want to give $75, for example, but let's say I also want to give additional sadaqah, or if I wanted to give my zakat as well. I can go in, select sadaqah, and then I can add, let's say $35 to that as well. On the back end, a donor will receive a receipt, which will showcase the designations that they have. You as the organization will also be able to see where the donations are going, and you can segment those donations as well. This can be both for give once and monthly as well. So I can hit donate and then make that donation once again. It's the same donation flow that you saw earlier as well. And individuals are then able to complete that donation very quickly to the multiple places that they want to give donations. So it's a one-stop shop where they can donate to a specific campaign, whether it's for iftar meals, a relief event such as an earthquake, and then also add on sadaqah or zakat or anything else that they want to donate to as well. Those are some of the more exciting things that I am excited about with regards to Fundraise Up's new features. But Fundraise Up has inbuilt core features that I think are very important to Ramadan giving as well. If I hit on the main donate button here, you'll see that that modal pops up again. And as I close out of this, I will be given a retention tactic where I can put in my email. Let's say I've woken up for suhoor, it's bright, very early. I've come down to eat and I forgot my wallet upstairs and I don't have my credit card, but I still want to make that donation. I can put in my email address, potentially go back to sleep, wake up, and an email will be waiting for me where I can continue my donation and complete that donation very quickly as well, because it will take me exactly where I was in the stage of my donation. Additionally, we have that reminder badge and other CTAs that can easily be added to your website. Some of these elements that Fundraise Up has, such as our sticky button, can easily be added with a simple click of a button. So there really isn't any technical expertise needed. There's no IT involvement. It's simply going into the back end of Fundraise Up and clicking a button. And I can show you how easy that is in just a second. So I'm going to switch tabs here to our backend and take a look at our insights page. You'll see that I have test data available. So if I click on that, you will see some things light up here with our test data, and you'll see donations flowing in. I mentioned it's very easy to set up elements. I can tab over to our elements tab here and create a brand new element. Let's create a pop-up element, which is one of our overlays. If we click on a pop-up here, I'm able to set up the pop-up by adding a campaign. I can add any campaign. I can go into the form and make any changes. So if I wanted to add an image, I could easily add an image as well. Let's add this image here and go through with that upload here. And I can hit done, and then I can make a couple of changes. So give Sadaka now. And then I'm just going to add the same thing here for demo purposes as well. But you can add whatever you want, you can change the color as well. And to enable this on your website, all I have to do is click element is enabled. And the next time I go on my website, or next time a donor goes on their website, they're able to see this pop up and then engage with it and make that donation. And that's how easy it is to see Fundraise Up's elements in action. There's no requirement to have IT involved, add code to your website. I know everyone is very busy during Ramadan as well. So adding some of these elements that increase donations is very easily is important. And as Rosita mentioned, the primary donation volume that comes in is through mobile. Individuals are at the masjid or at the mosque. They're making donations when people are asking for fundraising after iftar or after prayers. and it's easy for them to make those donations by sending them to specific links as well. We are able to add QR codes. So you can see we can add a QR code that people can then um, scan with their mobile devices and then go and make a donation as well. So I know I went through that very quickly, um, but Fundraise Up has a lot to offer when it comes to setting up your giving experience for Ramadan. There's a variety of elements available. We have our benefits that we can add, as well as the multiple designations. And we also have a variety of new features that I'm really excited to talk about. I'm going to stop my share and we'll go back to the presentation and we can talk about some of the new and exciting features that I'm excited about.
Thank you so much, Kasim. That was very helpful. Actually, do you think we can answer some of the questions that are coming in as you have your demo environment nearby? Because I think they are very interesting. First question from Akib. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. If not, I'm very sorry. He asks, with designations, can the price points be specified? For example, if tar meals add 2.5 pounds and say we add a designation for extra food pack at 59 pounds per pack.
Yes, most definitely. We are able to price point specific things, whether it be designations or even with our benefits that we have. Our benefits do have that pricing model. And so we can definitely set something up exactly how you would like, Akib, so that individuals can then have those specific items.
Okay, perfect. Hope that answered the question. Also, Mazir asks, or says, I'd like to bulk create pages on behalf of a group or for an individual.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Fundraise Up does have the ability to have to clone campaigns, so we can create a template and then start cloning those campaigns en masse. If there is the need to have a large amount of bulk campaigns created, that's something that you can communicate with Fundraise Up, and we can definitely assist you as well.
Okay, cool. Another question from Nida. Can we open a pop-up on a specific page instead of a website load?
Yes, most definitely. You can have pop-ups post on specific web pages.
Okay. And I see one more question from Haris. Is it possible to have QR codes generated with the org logo in the middle along with in our brand colors?
Yes. So the QR code that you can set up can have a logo in the middle and you can change the color so that it matches your marketing material. So if you have a poster or even a PowerPoint slide or a TV screen at your mosque, you can then definitely change those colors and add that logo in there to allow individuals to know that this is your organization's QR code.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Kasim. And thank you for asking the questions. Please feel free to ask more. We're very happy to help you out and answer the questions. So going back to our presentation, this is the question for you. What's something new you're trying this Ramadan? So it can be maybe a new tactic, new channel, or maybe you're just repeating the same playbook from last year. That's totally fine. Share with us if there's anything interesting you tried this Ramadan. And right now, we're going through some of the newest and coming soon functionality that we have specifically for Ramadan, and that will help you tremendously with your donation results. And I'll pass this over to you again, Kasim.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see if individuals will change their answer after they hear about some of the new features that we have. I'm definitely excited for some of them, as you can see on the screen here. And so definitely excited to share these. I went through a couple of these in the demo. If you take a look at our multiple designation, we talked about this and Akib even asked a question about it. We're able to have a variety of designations that are available. Here you're seeing additional functionality in the screenshot where you can have a nesting functionality as well. So you can have high-level designations as well as nested designations in there. And so the opportunities here are endless. If you're fundraising for a capital project, let's say you're fundraising to upgrade the mosque, you can then have that as a parent designation and then have specific sub amounts under sub designations underneath. That's just an example that I came up with there, but definitely endless possibilities here with this new functionality that we released. I'm really excited to see how some of you are going to be using these. Definitely feel free to share them with Fundraise Up. We love to see examples in the real world as well. Next, we have our thank you gifts with our benefits functionality. So you can set those up and you can allow donors to either gift the thank you gift or receive those thank you gifts as well. And as I mentioned, you can price gate these. So for specific gifts, you can have specific amounts that they will have to donate so that you can make that donation. So if it's a mug, you can be very creative with this. It could be a specific gift that's meaningful to the organization that you want to give, um, or something like that as well. We've seen other organizations leverage the thank you gifts fairly effectively already, given some of the campaigns that have already gone out. And so definitely excited. I see a lot of functionality here for Eid gifting, but also in Ramadan, guiding donors to become recurring donors by giving them a little incentive. Maybe give them the mug or the box of dates if they start a recurring plan during the month. And as we saw earlier, 70% of those recurring plans that started last Ramadan have continued to stay on in perpetuity up until now. Next, we have our Insights tab. And I didn't go over our Insights tab during the demo, but we have a lot of data that is shown here, specifically around recurring giving, given how important it is, specifically during this time when it comes to daily giving, but also with monthly or weekly giving as well. Fundraise Up has all of those frequencies available, and you're able to track all of that data in Fundraise Up as well. We have a variety of new charts that we've added in our recent update to our Insights tab, where you can see what it looks like for recurring giving overall. Moving on to our next slide here, you're seeing our retention graph. And I want to call out the retention graph given the numbers that we provided earlier as well. This is where you can dial in what the drop-off rate is and how you can strategize on retaining some of those recurring donors as well. Fundraise Up does have functionality to upgrade donors with our upgrade links as well, which is something that I've seen work very effectively. You send out a link to a donor who is already a regular giver, and in one click, they can upgrade their recurring gift for the next month or for the next week or even for the next day. Definitely interested to see how we can leverage that to increase everyone's donations as well as increase the rewards that our donors can achieve as well during the months. And I know there'll be some links that are shared in the chat around those upgrade links as well. And finally, for things that are coming soon. I kind of highlighted this during our demo here, but this is one that is very exciting to me. We are soon going to be releasing the start date for daily giving, which will allow donors to um, set up their daily giving as well, whether it be for the whole month of Ramadan or part of the month of Ramadan for the last 10 days as well. So you can send out your marketing material earlier and have them set those up before the chaos of Ramadan starts. Individuals may not be able to set those up because there's so many iftars that they have to go to, they're fasting, and there's just so many things going on. So you can send this out before Ramadan even starts and have individuals set this up so that they can then not have to manage that during the month of Ramadan. One that I'm very excited about for sure, alongside some of the other features that we will be releasing soon. The next one is the Zakat Calculator. We've heard a lot of feedback around having the ability for individuals to calculate Zakat in Fundraise Up. And so we've listened and we're going to be releasing this ahead of Ramadan. It will be an embedded Zakat calculator that is available for your donors to calculate Zakat on a step-by-step basis and give them clear instructions if they're not familiar with what information needs to be put out. We've been working very hard on this calculator, and I'm really excited to see this out in, I was going to say out in the wild, but I'm going to just say on your organization's website. I know many of you already have a Zakat calculator, and this will take it that one step further, where after this calculator has calculated the Zakat, you can directly go into Fundraise Up and make that donation. This will require no IT support other than embedding the calculator, making it very easy for you to have a calculator available to your donors as well. And finally, we will be releasing Tap to Pay very soon as well. We currently have a limited beta for Tap to Pay to allow for donors to make donations in person, whether it be in the mosque, at fundraisers as well. We understand that a lot of giving happens in person during Ramadan. And so we do have a limited beta where you can sign up and show your interest to it. There is a link in the chat as well as this QR code. This is one that I think has a lot of potential as well, whether it be having volunteers go around and ask individuals to make payments after Taraweeh, or even during large fundraising events or galas or iftars, you can have individuals who are able to accept donations very quickly. No more writing on pledge cards and handing them to the top. Everything will be done instantaneously through mobile devices as well. So I'm definitely curious to see which one of these new features excites you the most. What are you thinking about implementing this Ramadan? What are you most interested in? And definitely open to seeing some of the questions that you have as well.
Thank you so much. We do have lots of questions. I hope that we'll be able to go through all of them. So let's start. Harris is asking, is multiple designations like add to cart?
I would say it's very similar to a shopping cart experience. I know that's something that's very familiar to the Muslim nonprofit space. So it is very similar to that, where individuals can add additional designations to make that donation in one single experience.
Yeah, thank you. Fatima asks, where can we generate those QR codes within Fundraise Up?
Yes, so the QR codes can be generated through the Elements tab, and you can generate as many QR codes as you need as well. If you need support with that, you can reach out to our support team who can help you with documentation, or if you have a customer success manager as well, they can set up a call with you and help you set those up as well.
Yeah, and if you go to questions tab, I'll also share the link to the documentation that should help with that. But yeah, definitely let us know if you need any more assistance with that. Zunaira is asking, can price gating be done with monthly pledge if total pledge is greater than 100?
So I'm reading this as a question about our benefits as well in terms of price gating. And so that's definitely possible with our benefits and thank you gifts, where you can gate that. If the total amount is greater than a specific amount, then they're eligible for that specific gift.
Perfect, thank you. Mazid asks, can I set up custom time for daily giving tracking, as most Ramadan donors will donate late at night, for example, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m.?
Yeah, so The daily tracking will be done on a daily basis, not at a specific time per se. However, what we do have in our Insights tab is a heat map to showcase when people are making donations. So you are able to track when those donations are made through the heat map that we have, as well as other charts that we have as well. So you can then um, understand when those donations have been made. Individuals will receive donation receipt emails for those if they are activated at that specific time as well, so that it does show if they made a donate their first donation at 9 p.m., they'll get that receipt at 9 p.m. for that initial donation.
Okay, perfect. Harry's also asking, are there any scholars for who the Zakat calculator was vetted by?
Yeah, most definitely a good question. We are currently working on having this reviewed by a few scholars. It has been reviewed by quite a few individuals who are experts in the field at the moment, and we are working towards that as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So Zunaira and Sarah, they said that they're looking forward to start date for daily giving, and think this is a really smart idea. I totally agree. We very excited about all of those features. So yeah, we're very interested to see how it's gonna look like in your campaigns. Ahmad also asks, we don't have a Stripe account. Is there a way to use Fundraise Up? Or can you help us set up an account, keeping in mind we are based in the US and working in Syria?
Yeah, Ahmed, I would recommend that you reach out to us at Fundraise Up. You can send myself an email or respond back, and we can connect with you and understand your situation and work with you to enable Fundraise Up for your organization.
Absolutely. Okay, Mazid asks, I'd like my team page members to have their own unique pages with their names and target displayed publicly when they join my team.
Yeah, Maza, this sounds like you wanted to set up a fundraiser for each of your team members. I definitely want to connect with you and understand this. High level, this is 100% possible, but would love to, set up a time to chat and go through this in more detail. We can definitely do what you are trying to do based on the question.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thank you all for all your questions. Thank you for being so active and engaged. Unfortunately, our webinar time is coming to an end. Just as a closing tip, this is the guide that we've put together with some of the features that you can enable, with some of the instructions in more details how you can do that. Also, we have some interesting insights, data, customer stories, and many other details in this guide. So please feel free to download it. And we'll also be sharing this after the webinar as well. Okay, with that, thank you all so much for joining us today. We really hope this session was helpful and you'll have the most successful Ramadan fundraising. So yeah, thank you so much.
And one final thing, I've just added my email to the chat as well. Definitely want to hear from all of you with some of the unique ideas that you have at your organizations, and any other questions that you have, feel free to reach out. I'm really excited to see how you leverage Fundraise Up for Ramadan. And even if you want to brainstorm, I'm definitely here as a sounding board for you all.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye. See you soon.